We're now hearing from a trauma team about their heroic efforts to save the lives of so many victims of the Las Vegas massacre. Surgeon Matthew Johnson.
The best way I can describe it is extremely organized chaos.
Jim Murray spoke to 11 members of the trauma unit at Sunrise Hospital Medical Center. They treated more victims than any other hospital in Las Vegas. The chaos began shortly after 10 p.m. Sunday, says nurse Rudy Espinoza.
And all of a sudden, the dam broke open, and rush of people, gunshots and everything. Then it's just you just realize oh my God, this is horrific.
At first, the trauma team couldn't believe what was happening. Nurse Keisha Marmondy.
Head trauma after head trauma, nonstop. So until I left that morning, didn't even stop to think about, what is actually going on, because it was just patient after patient, and it was pretty horrific.
Technician Sean Hayden, a military veteran, compared it to a war zone.
At that point, you just set your emotions aside, you just keep doing. And you just don't stop.
This Instagram photo shows the trauma unit floor stained with blood. 214 patients were treated here. There were 15 fatalities. Technician Tom Kaiser.
Copious amounts of blood. It was just unreal.
The shower of automatic gunfire inflicted horrific wounds, says Surgeon Kelly Kogut.
And the destruction from the high-velocity wounds I'll never forget that.
Many of the victims had no identification on them because they had lost their wallets in the mad rush. Others were in such shock they couldn't communicate. Fabian Salazar found himself comforting terrified family members, desperately searching for loved ones.
It was a waiting room full of just frantic, scared faces.
The team worked nonstop saving lives. It took many hours before the magnitude of the tragedy finally hit them. Nurse Robert Erickson.
I wasn't overwhelmed until I actually left the hospital. Once I started walking out and leaving, you realized everything just kind of hit you like a ton of bricks.
Like the rest of the world, the trauma team had the same reaction to the worst shooting in modern U.S. history.
How many of you cried?